Don in London. Hello, it's March 5th, 2010, Friday, midday. My video is all about recovery from addiction to either substance or behaviour. My addictive substance, alcohol, my behaviour as addictive, work, relationships, collecting, materialism, always wanting to be as best I could, trying to be perfect, and never so. But it drove me bonkers, because I thought I ought to try and strive to be the very best I could be, which in the olden days was to be perfect. But there's nothing wrong with striving to be the best we can be. It's a question of balance in all things, emotional, spiritual and physical. And I've had some interesting times this last week or so, finding out some new information about me and my physical problems, notwithstanding having broken my foot. And I've just come back from hospital to find out that I've got at least 4 fractures and a metatarsal, and it needs to be rested very carefully over the next 4 months. Normally it's a few weeks, but 4 months of being very, very careful. I'll explain more in a moment. But recovery for me, one day at a time, being sober to experience life as it is. So whether you have a broken foot or just simply are having a difficult day, sober it's better, because we're dealing with it in the moment of now, dealing with life as it is, rather than wishing life differently, or trying to, I suppose, aspire to some sort of perfect state we can never achieve. And the other thing around trying to achieve a perfect state is we have high expectations of others which cannot be met. So if we expect the best of ourselves, often others can let us down, not knowing they're letting us down, because our standards are way beyond anything either we or they can achieve. So what keeps me sober these days? Well, family, friends, community, and a fellowship, and that fellowship is AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. And a fellowship, well, it's something integral in my life. It's woven into the fabric of living my life today. So the gift in all of this, for me, is when things go wrong, I can rely on emotional, spiritual support from not only family and friends and community, and professionals in this case with my foot. I can also rely on the support of friends in fellowship, and we learn to understand what it means to be a friend. To be a friend is to be supportive emotionally and spiritually. Emotionally means not telling lies and it's going to be okay. It's about, well, what have you got to face today then? And, you know, realistically, what can you do? What can't you do and what can you do? It's dealing with knowing some things are impossible and we're powerless over them, and knowing that some things are possible. So reflections from others help us, and fellowship is about sobriety. Family community is about being a part of life. That bridge to normal living? Well, normal living, whatever it is astounding, even if you have maladies or things go wrong. So, what is AA and how does it help me? I share the AA preamble or statement of intent here, and I also share a reading or two, or some quotes which I find helpful. So, first of all, the AA preamble and statement of intent. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who share their experience, strength and hope with each other, that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organisation or institution, does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. And key in there always for me is the only reason for going to AA is a desire to stop drinking. It's not a fanatical thing, it's just a desire, and that's the only rule, if you like. It's not even a rule, it's just a desire to stop. And that's hard enough, because drink tells us we need it. And addiction tells us we need to keep on going, because life is so unpleasant without the fix of a drug, alcohol in my case, or the fix of work, the fix of a relationship, the fix of the next right thing to buy. it's all about fixing, and then in recovery it's all about not fixing and just living the experience of what we are and who we are today. Marvellous. And pain withstanding, it's great to be here. This book, Daily Reflections, is all about the 12 steps of AA, 12 steps to change our attitude and behaviour on a daily basis to what is going on around us. And I posted on my Facebook that I was taking it easy yesterday, and it's funny because today's meeting is all about that, and I'll just find it. These 12 steps are covered one a month in the Daily Reflections, and they're really helpful. And step 3 for March being the 3rd month, reads, made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood him. And you know, it's your own personal God or understanding of God which is so important. There are 6.5 billion people on the planet, each with an understanding of God. There is one, there isn't one, or they're not sure. But it's what is working in your life which counts. So if there's a higher power, and in my case it's the hospital, and for me God is truth, love, and God works through people. If I can listen to others, I've got a fighting chance, or even better, just a living chance. I don't have to fight anymore. Just a living chance that today can work out okay. And it says here for March 5th, a lifelong task. But how, in these circumstances, does a fellow take it easy? That's what I want to know. And this is me yesterday, taking it easy. I was never known for my patience. How many times have I asked, why should I wait? When can I have it? When can I have it all right now? Yes, when can I have it all right now? Well, why can't I have it all right now? Indeed, when I was first presented the 12 steps, I was like the proverbial kid in the candy store. I couldn't wait to get to step 12. It was surely just a few months' work. Or so I thought. I realise now that living the 12 steps of AA is a lifelong undertaking. And you know, the gift in that for me is that if it's a lifelong undertaking, the more I preserve my life and keep on going, the better it is. Accepting what I can and cannot do on a daily basis. And the news from the consultant at the hospital is, because I have type 1 diabetes and they don't want to do an operation to put the bones back together because it's dangerous, 4 months rather than a few weeks, 4 months of wearing a boot and not putting pressure on the front of my foot where the brakes are. And I broke some toes last year and soldiered on, and I also had very bad back pain last year, and that turns out to be connected with neuropathy. So now I have an MRI scan to have in a few weeks' time. So the gift in all of this is I'm learning more about my physiology today and what I may and may not do, and I have to take it easy. So there you go. I'm learning and I'm listening to what people tell me. Not always easy, because we want to be okay and we don't want to look weak in the eyes of other people. But the true strength is vulnerability expressed. Means that nobody can harm us for it, and our friends will rally round, and those who are not friends will ignore it. So there is one quote I used today which is quite important to me, and I've added, we live, we grow, we learn, we change, we get new choices. And Jack Irons, who is now in the Red Hot Chili Peppers, said, I could not finish the rest of the tours the band had planned. I was replaced by Matt Cameron. The next few years of my life were about recovery, healing and right living. I never lost the need to create. And I put at the end of that, who knows what today will bring. Well, for me, it brought good news that I know what my situation is. And the gift in all of this is I can be me. And I'm tired out, but that's okay. It's not surprising, really. Anyway, the serenity prayer to God or good conscience, your higher power as you understand it, your understanding, not mine, so important. God or to good conscience, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference is just for today.